Hi, Emily Dean here from InfoComm 2022. It's day 2 of the show. It's still as busy as day 1 was yesterday. We're back at a larger InfoComm, and I know a lot of people are happy to be back in person here in Vegas. I am joined by Samuel from Matrox, who is the Vice President of Sales. Sam, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
So we're here talking about Matrox, kind of the main focus of what Matrox is showcasing here at InfoComm. Tell me a little bit. Oh, first, congratulations on the ConvertIP line. I'm sure that's been well received. Kind of give me a brief overview of that for those who may not know what the line is.
Okay, so we have a lot of different products for video walls, KVM, encoders and decoders. The ConvertIP is one of our new lines of encoders and decoders, and it's a special new line because it is built on some of the new standards that are evolving called IPMX.
Right. So ConvertIP is based off of the IPMX standard, which is part of the AIMS Alliance, and part of that is kind of interoperability. How does Matrox approach interoperability?
So Matrox approaches interoperability in all of our product lines. All of the current products are interoperable with H.264 and HEVC and SRT and other interoperable devices and protocols. ConvertIP is no different. IPMX is something that derives from SMPTE 2110, which is a broadcast standard, and IPMX supersets SMPTE 2110, which essentially means that equipment that is IPMX compatible can work on both a broadcast SMPTE 2110 network, but what IPMX adds is the flexibility to use that equipment on an enterprise Pro AV network. So by making the ConvertIP based on those standards, the ConvertIP can work with any other IPMX product with compatible workflows. So ConvertIP happens to support all of the video payloads that are in the IPMX standards at the moment. So right now we have good compatibility with all of the others that are implementing IPMX.
Right, so that creates ConvertIP of kind of a future-proof product because you're supporting all of those different protocols.
ConvertIP is a very future-proof product because it's based on open standards, and open standards can continue to build and evolve. And the ConvertIP product line is upgradable so that it can continue to also evolve as the standards evolve. So it has a very good, long-lasting ability built in.
Right, and so with that long-lasting and future-proof product, how is Matrox helping integrators kind of embrace IP in this transition that we are seeing and hopefully moving more towards?
There's a lot of different ways that open standards help integrators. End users, for example, are very preoccupied with cybersecurity right now. What their vision is for their enterprise networks or their government networks is to be able to have all of their asset classes across all brands register themselves in a Pro AV network in a common way so that they could apply the best cybersecurity practices. They could test their equipment more often, more rigorously. Another thing that we're experiencing in the market right now is component shortages. And anybody who is locked into a very particular vendor proprietary solution is experiencing the pain of locked-in solutions right now. And
yeah, I've heard a lot about that, so this product kind of mitigates that.
Yes, open standards means that if one supplier is not able to supply, other suppliers with similar equipment, the equipment would work with the previous stuff that you've been buying from the standard. So it's a very clear moment right now in the market where the benefit of open standards is being felt.
Right. So expanding on open standards, we've talked about like the convergence to IP. What can we expect from Matrox throughout the end of 2022 and looking more into 2023 from?
So a lot more products based on the open standards, IPMX and SMPTE 2110, and new KVM and video wall products, again, related to these standards.
Well, thank you so much, Samuel, for all of your time. It was great speaking to you, learning a little bit more about Matrox, the ConvertIP line. We're shooting product videos of everything here on the Matrox booth, the ConvertIP line product, and then also we're going to be, I think Gary's doing a booth tour a little bit later, so check that out. And if you'd like to find all of our coverage from InfoComm 2022, follow us on social at RavePubs or go to ravepubs.com.